Hello, I'm HistoryWes, and welcome back to the Greenhouse SMP, the Patreon server of HistoryWes. And I am standing high above Hachisunohana Tengoku, my Japanese-inspired base on the server. And I am at the top of a big pile of dirt so that we can look around and get an idea of what's going on here. Over here is the waterfront, a little bit more on that later. Over there is the big farm. This is the only garden that I haven't yet redone yet. Down here, a small pen of cows. A pen over here that was designed for my horse, but pigs keep wandering into it. We've got our carrot garden and our melon garden. My house. And a small village shrine next to the portal. And here is our pagoda building, which is the home of the Onmyoji, who is a practitioner of divination magic, kind of a wizard, if you will. So, let's take a quick look around here. It's almost nighttime. This is a 3-story building, but only the bottom 2 stories are accessible. Potions set up here, and the bottom floor will be where my enchanting station is. I did not follow a tutorial step by step, although I did look at several tutorials before I built this. Consequently, the bottom looks very much like some of the buildings I looked at. The second floor a little bit less, and then the top floor completely different, because by then I had forgotten most of what I've seen. But I wanted it to not be a complete block by block copy of somebody else's. And this is my house, and I am going to catch it from several people on the server because I've used diorite in the walls. But I didn't want all of the buildings to be made of wool, and I wanted to keep the same basic block palette, and I think diorite works in this situation. So, there you go. Take a quick sleep. And so I've got, just outside, I have my small sand garden. The last time we saw my warehouse, which now is full of chests, so not quite full, plenty of room, and we have a large garden for wheat here. Oh, I wanted to point out the floor in my house, which is made of alternating direction stripped spruce logs. I think it looks really good if you get a little altitude here. Great pattern. Okay. This is my garbage disposal. I need to think of a good Japanese name for it. It's there's lava under there, and you can drop stuff in. And here at my little shrine is my cleric. Hey, over here. Come here. He's doing fine, trust me. I've traded with him. He's perfectly happy. Got plenty of light, plenty of room in there. And he's guarding the portal here. So far, he's the only villager that I've got out and about. I don't think I'm going to build a village breeder or anything like that. I don't think there's really any need for it. So the first building down in the waterfront is the fishmonger's place, which, whoops, let's try to press the right button this time. Here we go. It's a good source of not only getting our fish cooked, but also of experience. And then on the side here is where our cooked products go. And we can eat those ourselves or take them to our store. Now I want to do something to jazz this up. This is our AFK fishing farm. I am alternately thinking of just using it for a while and then getting rid of it when I no longer need it anymore, or using it as a base and building something up above it, some kind of nice building. I haven't decided yet. But the next large construction here is going to be our fortress of the Warlord, and it's fairly large, so I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. Two possibilities are either built up here, the top of this hill flattened, built up, and it's going to be very tall, so that would be very impressive, or on this plateau area here, but even then it's going to be very tall and it'll look down upon the village. And that way our village can spread out this way and this way. It wasn't intentional, but I got a look finally at the landscape, and I realized that I'm basically on an island. This river goes completely around and forms a ring, and it's not a perfect ring for the shape of my allotted base, but it's not that far off either. So let's take a trip and maybe an adventure. We go through our portal. This needs to be fixed up, of course, as does pretty much everything in the nether. Down this hallway is Slothy's place, and down this hallway is a long way off is the Cactus Hatter's base. They're two fairly active members. I believe Slothy was responsible for sealing my wall here, or my hallway, and the Cactus Hatter's hallway with some gravel, which, you know, is cute. If I was going to prank somebody by sealing that up, I would have used obsidian, but you know. So this is the market area, the commercial district, if you will, of Rosewood. And we've already got a few businesses here. The aforementioned Cactus Hatter, Cactus Collectors, I'll do anything for a price. And he will do a task or build something, and you can work out a trade. That is a handy person to have. Slothy's crops. I'll be interested to see what crops he has, because I think most everybody on the server has all the vegetables. Pass ours and go right down here to this building, which is Rise. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. And she has mending books for 10 diamonds apiece, looting for 4 diamonds, infinity 2 diamonds. And I think I'm going to end up driving her price down eventually. So far, all of the mending books I've come up with on my own, I've used myself. And I'm still going to need several more before I have any to sell. And here we are at the Kofuku Friendship Store. Kofuku Happiness Friendship Store. And I think it looks pretty good. I really need to tear out this stone and replace it with dirt so I can get some grass growing there. So inside we have our books of fine knowledge, and these are some pretty good ones. Here's Infinity with efficiency 3 for only 1 diamond, so that's a great deal. and books of great wisdom. These are all books that have efficiency 4 as one of the enchantments on them. They're 2 diamonds. I have name tags for sale, nautilus shells, and over here, free for you, itadakimasu, which means, in Japanese, it actually means I humbly receive, but in practice it's more like let's eat or bon appetit. And I have sashimi, which is, of course, raw fish, and nikuman, which is a dumpling. So, there you go. And I think nobody's really hurting for food, so I doubt I would be able to sell any food anyway, so I just as soon give it away and give people another reason to stop by my shop. Marketing. That's not Japanese, that's American. And we're back here in the nether. So, there's something that we need in here, and it's over here, because over here is a fortress. It is a fortress at which I have died twice. My only 2 deaths on this server were right there. So, and both times I was killed by blazes. And guess what I need? Blaze rods. That's right. Now, right here this is a protected place in case wither skeleton gets after you, because they're just tall enough they can't go under there. Looks like there's nothing much this way, so everything is over here. See, look at all that soul sand. I was looking for soul sand so hard the other day, couldn't find any. Okay. What I don't want to do is fall into a lake of lava, because that would be unfortunate. I don't know how much this fortress has been explored, but I'm willing to bet it's quite a bit. Yep, here's the aforementioned lake of lava, which I said I don't want to fall into. Not do, don't. Do not want to fall into the lake of lava. Not even a little bit. Not there. Okay. Not here. Don't want to fall in that lake of lava. See, now last time I was here, this place was fairly swarming with blazes and wither skeletons. So where are you now, my friends? I'd also like to just not fall to my death, period, in any kind of situation. I have fallen to my death many times in various fortresses. Not in this game. Although, as I said, that is how I died the 2 times I've died so far in this game. Is this the way I came? If so, that was not very bright of me to fail to have a way out. Okay, so let's look over here. Ah, I see a blaze spawner. Okay. Yes, Blaze, please spawn for me. Spin, you little thing. There we go. I'm pretty suited up now here. I think I could probably just take him if I stand right here and wait. Come on. Or maybe I'm too close. Yeah. Because I got blast protection 4, protection 3, feather falling on my shoes. So I'm feeling pretty good. That's 2 blaze shards. I really don't need a lot right now, but you know, maybe half a dozen would be nice. And on my sword, I do have a looting 3. So it would be nice if I would get more than 1 from each blaze. And of course I want to make sure that I do not damage the blaze spawner. That would be very bad. People would... Yeah, okay. People would rightfully castigate me. Did I get that? Yeah, I got it. 4. Oh, okay. Hello. 5. 6. I have 6. You know what? I'm going to leave. There's one over there. Probably wants to shoot me. Okay. Yeah, I know. I didn't come this way. I'm just taking a look here. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally shoot a pig man. So both times I got killed, I was right over here. Let's see. Oh, I need right there. Look at that. I didn't even get a scratch. I am a hero. Oh, by the way, you'll note I have some Japanese names for most of my tools. Chikobo's heart and Iboshi's hand are not actually Japanese. Well, they are Japanese, but not like traditional Japanese. They are both references to the story of Princess Mononoke, which is one of my all-time favorite movies and is set in Japan, but it's a mythical Japan. So, yeah, this is our way home. So mythical Japan. Lady Boshi and Jiko are both characters who would they're neither heroes nor villains in the traditional sense of the word. They are both antagonists to the heroic character, who is Ashitaka. Now, if you have not seen Princess Mononoke, you should just immediately stop playing this video and go watch it, because it's probably the greatest movie you will ever see. At least, definitely the greatest animated movie you'll ever see. Alright. Let me see if our priest is talking to us now. Hey. There we are. So you can see he's not particularly great. But he does have everything, so you know, if you need everything, at least you can get it. Now we have to think of a name for our dog, now that I have a name tag. Alright, let me think about that. I'll get back with you. So, Chowko and I are over here, across the river from Hachisunohana Tengoku. And we are at the location of the Warlord's fortress. So this will be the base. This is just about perfect, because when it is built, it will be taller than all of these mountains around here. And Chowko thinks this is a perfect spot for it. Don't you, girl? And Chowko is a popular Japanese name for a doggy, and it means butterfly child. You like that name, don't you? Alright. And we'll have a nice bridge over here, and there'll be a road that goes off in this direction to Rosewood, because we're not that far away. I do believe we are the closest base to town, certainly in this direction. Well, that's going to be it for today. On behalf of Chowko and myself, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button and come back and see us again. In the meantime, check out other videos by those members of the Greenhouse SMP server. And as always, keep on Minecrafting.